Good evening, Bulletin Man. How you doing? Appreciate you stopping by the website. Today is July 31st. It's 2009. This is the last day of July. And I certainly do appreciate you making me a part of your little day. Please remember to tell a friend about the one and only Bulletin Man. I need as many friends as I can get out there. Bulletin Man joined Facebook. And I asked a lot of people to be my friend. Some of them said yes, and I haven't heard back from some of them. And maybe a few said no. I don't know. I've got like 41 emails in my little box today. And God bless Tracy Lau. Tracy turned me on to Facebook, and he emailed me last week and said I need to get on Facebook. So I do appreciate that, Mr. Lowe. Tracy Lowe. I used to call him Lau, but he likes to be called Tracy Lowe. But Tracy is an accomplished guitar player, been playing for a long time, plays in a band called Vitamin A. Matter of fact, you can listen to some of their songs right here on the website. You know, it's up in the upper right hand corner. This says Vitamin A KDHX Performance. They were live in the studio in KDHX back in the spring. I can't actually remember what day it was, but I heard it in the radio on the radio in my car down in St. Genevieve County. And I said, I know him. We grew up together, kind of. I remember Tracy since I was a little kid. Well, not really a little kid, probably about 15, 12, 14, 15 years old. And we used to live in Blue Fountain Trailer Park. And we used to have some really good times. But Tracy's a great guy, and God bless him for turning me on to Facebook. Now, Bulletin Man has to apologize for the last video. The last video was very discombobulated. Bulletin Man was frustrated dealing with child support people all morning. And not only child support, but just thieving politicians and government corruption overall. And, you know, I have to apologize for that because sometimes I get so frustrated I kind of get my train of thought off. I have a wreck, like a train wreck. And I got to apologize, man. I need really to just say sorry for all that. Please forgive me and just, boy, I don't know. I might even take it off the YouTubers, but I'll probably leave it up there because I just want these up here every day. But I might take it off. I don't know. I'm not really happy with that little video. I have good news to report. Went to Festus to get my email. Went to Festus, Crystal City, to get my regular mail. Went down and saw Mary at Mary's Market. The highway is done. You can go back down there. Mary is back open and looking fine. Mary's always looking good. The daughters are always looking good down there at Mary's Market. And Steve's even looking good. So I tell you what, you need to go down there and check them out there at Mary's Market. They need your business because the highway construction has cost Mary a lot of money. And nowadays, we all need money. So, speaking of money, I'm not very happy with Mr. Strassoni, or whatever his last name is. I worked for him for 20 months, never could pronounce his last name. Is it Strassioni or Strasson or whatever? But Marty, I used to try to call him by his Mr., and I catch myself, and I don't even know your name. But anyway, Marty is still playing collection agent for the damn state of Missouri. Martin. Our relationship was severed on July 1st. June 30th was actually my last day there. At that point in time, you no longer were their agent. So why did you hold out $357 out of my $600 check? That's over half. The law says you can't go over half. That's their own law. On top of it, So, Marty, I'm really disappointed. What am I going to do at $200? Huh? Yeah, I can blow through $200 in 10 minutes. $200 nowadays is nothing. That's what you spend on the first course of dinner. How are those grapes growing down there, Marty? I love the cave, man. It's really a cool place. And I love working for Marty and Mary Jo. But, man, he's trying to get over on me. Still paying the man. Marty, you got to quit paying the man. They ain't going to take your liquor license because you don't pay me. Or you don't pay them. They owe me, Marty. I don't owe them. They owe me. But anyway, so enough about that. But we're done with the cave. I'm no longer associated with the Cave Vineyard. Marty was a great boss to work for, but Gary, leave the cave vineyard alone. Gary Stolzer, that slimy sheriff down there in St. Jimmy County, hanging out on the cave road all the time. Your chief deputy now, whatever his name is, Jason, I can't remember his last name, and his dog coming out there to get me over $31. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Mr. Stolzer. You know, why can't you be like Mr. Inman? Inman's a good man. You know, the Inmans are good people. They have integrity. Why don't you have any integrity, Mr. Stolzer? Huh? Integrity with a capital I, huh? Well, anyway, I digress. Now, let me talk about some positive news for a change. That's where I was going with all this. Positive news for a change. I don't know what happened to the leader. I thought I brought it in, but the Festus barn fire has been solved. Detective Donald Lassing of the Festus Police, Captain Lassing, I believe he is now. Maybe he's one of those platoon leaders. But anyway, Donnie Lassing took care of it. And got a 17-year-old girl confessed to that fire. She's probably also the dumpster fire lady. And maybe she even burnt the guy up down there at Jahardi Motorcycles. I don't know, man. That seems a little fishy, too. But nonetheless, thank God for Donald Lassing. They were able to save the barn. They had fire alarms in there, and they were able to get men on the scene pretty quickly. But why don't they have a full-time fire department in Festus? You know, that fire could have been put out lickety-split. From the firehouse out to the West City Park, I could make it in a fire truck in 5 minutes. But when you got to go to the firehouse first and get the truck at 5 minutes, it becomes 15 minutes, and 15 minutes to a fire is all it takes. But thank God they saved the barn. So good job, firefighters. Good job, Detective Lassing. I appreciate that. Mr. Lewis, you ought to resign and let Donald Lassing take over your position there at the Festus Police, because you failed the public. You failed the business community, Mr. Lewis, by going out and issuing those summonses. And there's 2 council members I saw on the paper. You'll be getting phone calls from me, and you, like Mr. Cook, probably won't call me back. But I'm telling you what, you're going to be getting phone calls from me, and I'm going to call you out on your voting against the grace period. You people have no clue how hard it is out there. I've been doing this, selling ads and trying to sell ads, make a living doing this for 14 years damn near now. And I tell you what, and over that period of time, it's getting harder and harder and harder and harder. Of course, public people, people who are getting a pension, people who worked for the government one time, they have no clue. They still think the money's going to keep rolling in. You know, my daddy used to tell me there ain't going to be nothing happening in this country until everybody stops getting their Social Security check. When the payments silence the masses, when the payments stop, when the dollar hits the ground and it hits the floor, then it's on. But until that time, let us bide our time and do the best we possibly can. Let us pray for Jesus. Pray for this day. It's a very high occult day, July 31st. Pray against the forces of darkness and the principalities and powers. Prepare yourself in August, folks, because I think September is going to hold a lot of surprises for a lot of people. So God bless you. Operation Get Back is still in effect, and we are now at Part A1 of Operation Get Back. Operation Get Back is basically this: get back everything the devil has stolen from us over the last 15-20 years and clean the slate. And we're going to do that by all means necessary. But first and foremost, we're going to try it peacefully. So you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.